Grew up in a family that was kind of culturally Christian, so did Christmas and Easter. Didn't really do anything else though. I can never actually really figure out what exactly it is about Judaism that resonates with me. When I first started getting involved, it was kind of this illogical, like, drawn toward it, not really understanding why, but just really enjoying it. When I was a college student at Emory University, I started kind of looking into Judaism, getting kind of culturally interested, and it would come in these spurts. And once I graduated from grad school, noticed that those spurts were becoming more frequent, they would last longer, get more intensive, and then finally, a couple years ago, I said, you know what, I'm just going to explore it. Keeps coming up, I'll go to a synagogue. So I went to one of the local synagogues, a Reform synagogue, and really enjoyed it, and went through the conversion process with them, and then got involved in the middle of that process with my current synagogue in conservative Judaism. I'm a very active member at Kol Rina. I'm actually there, I think, 3 or 4 times a week. And I just started teaching religious school at Temple Israel, and I do tutoring with Rabbi Ben Greenfield at Beis. So I'm kind of affiliated across the board. So I identify as queer, and I always, the thing I appreciate about queer is that you don't actually have to specify what that means for you. In an ideal world, I would love to find a partner and possibly raise a family, kind of negotiating that part, but I don't know exactly how that's going to work out. I am certainly hopeful that when I hopefully move on to rabbinical school, I'll be in a more Jewish area, hopefully with more queer observant Jews. In my current congregation, I've been really openly welcomed. If people know that I've converted, they never bring it up. They're really queer affirming. I actually gave the sermon for Pride Shabbat a couple months ago, and it was a great response from folks that you wouldn't necessarily expect to have a really good response, but they've been wonderful, and my Rabbi Noah Arno, has just been amazing. I would want to be a congregational rabbi at a small congregation. I'm really interested in a traditional egalitarian kind of approach, somewhere that's going to really support people's spiritual lives, support observance, be really invested in educating people across the lifespan. So that's really the congregation that I want to be in, and specifically a queer-friendly one. So for me, the reason to be Jewish is connection. So connection to community. I've really built some really strong relationships, really grown as a person from those relationships. Also a really strong connection to God that I, used to be basically an atheist, had no expectation that would happen. But really, for me, Judaism really is connection.